those words every day. Never lie, cheat, steal, or drink.
What?
If you must lie in the hands of the one you love. If you must steal away from bad company. If you must cheat death.
And if you must drink in the moments that take your breath away. Remember, happiness is free. Don't be a fool. Proudly brought to you by Today95.1 FM. Voice of the people.
Okay, all right. All you need to know about this one is that
95.1 FM? Such a unique style.
Whether it's happening in Port Harcourt, South South, Nigeria, or around the world, we've got you covered. On air, online, delivering balanced news and unbiased analysis. Today, 95.1 FM.
This is Today, 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt. News.
Hello and good morning. This is the World News on your premium talk radio, Today 95.1 FM Port Harcourt. I am Annie Abdul Salam. In the headlines, Inspector General of Police bans FSARS and other tactical squads from conducting routine patrols and mounting of checkpoints. Serap reiterates call for President Muhammadu Buhari and his Vice President Yemi Osinbajo to publish their assets declaration forms. River State government partners with National Association of Miners for exploitation of other natural resources in River State. And on the foreign scene, New Caledonia votes to remain in France after tightly fought referendum. And now, the details. Inspector General of Police IGP Mohammed Adamu has banned operatives of the Federal Special Anti-Robbery Squad, FSAS, the Special Tactical Squad, SDS, and Intelligence Response Team, IRT, from undertaking routine patrols as well as stop and search duties. The police spokesman Frank Mba disclosed the directive of the IGP in a statement. The directive is coming in the wake of an outrage over alleged criminal and extrajudicial actions of FSAS officers against citizens in various parts of the country. In the statement, the IGP also directed that no officer shall embark on a patrol in Mufti. The IGP further warned the tactical squads against the invasion of the privacy of citizens, particularly through indiscriminate and unauthorized search of mobile phones, laptops, and other smart devices. Mba quoted Adamu saying FSAS and other police tactical squads remain a critical component of the force in confronting prevailing and emerging violent crimes in the country. He, however, condemned every act of unprofessionalism, abuse of human rights, and high-handedness by some personnel of the squads. Also in the statement, stop and search duties, checkpoints, mounting of roadblocks, and traffic checks, among others, are to stop with immediate effect. Meanwhile, Vice President Yemi Osinbajo has commended the Inspector General of Police, Mohammed Adamu, for banning the routine patrol of the Federal Special Anti-Robbery Squad and other tactical squads of the Nigerian Police Force. Speaking up to State House correspondents at his residence in Abuja, Professor Osinbajo described the routine attacks on young people as infuriating. While condemning the actions of some officers he called bad eggs of the force, the Vice President asked the police to stick to their mandates. He also commended civil society organizations for speaking up against injustices meted out by some security operatives on young Nigerians. In another development, Inspector General of Police Mohammed Adamu and the Nigeria Police Force, NPF, have approached the Supreme Court to seek the upturning of Wednesday's judgment of a court of appeal which nullified the recruitment of 10,000 constables across the country. The IGP and the NPF, in their notice of appeal, claimed that the appeal court erred in law when it held that the provision of Section 71 of the Nigeria Police Regulations 1968, made pursuant to Section 46 of the Police Act, is inconsistent with the provision of paragraph 30, part 1 of the third schedule of the 1999 Constitution. Section 71 of the Nigeria Police Regulations 1968, according to them, specifically confers on the IGP the power and responsibility of enlisting recruit constables. The appellants, through their lawyers, Alex Izion, insisted that the lower court was in error in its findings that the provision of Section 71 of the Nigeria Police Regulations 1968, made pursuant to Section 46 of the Police Act, is inconsistent with the provision of paragraph 30, part 1 of the third schedule of the 1999 Constitution. Similarly, they faulted the judgment on the grounds that the court erred in law when it held that the IGP and the MPF were not conferred with powers to enlist recruit constables. They also argued that the Court of Appeal erred in law when it held that the PSC was conferred with powers to enlist recruit constables into the MPF by virtue of the provision of paragraph 30 of paragraph 30, part 1 of the third schedule to the 1999 Constitution. The appellants in the matter before the Supreme Court are seeking an order setting aside the judgment of the Court of Appeal delivered on September 30th, 2020, another dismissing the appeal filed by the PSC, and another affirming the judgment of the Federal High Court delivered by the Federal High Court on December 2nd, 2019. The Socio-Economic Rights and Accountability Project, SERAP, has asked President Muhammadu Buhari and Vice President Professor Yemi Osinbajo to follow a good example of the Deputy Governor of Kebbi State, Yombe Dabai Ismaila, by immediately publishing their assets declaration forms. In a statement by SERAP Deputy Director Kolawole Oluwadare, the group said Samaila forwarded his asset declaration form to the organization last week in response to its suit. While making reference to the form dated May 28, 2019 and sworn to before the High Court of Justice in Kebbi State, the organization claimed that Samaila declared assets, including landed property and cash, in all his bank accounts. In a suit filed in January 2020, SERAP asked the Federal High Court in Abuja to order President Buhari, Vice President Osinbajo, the 36 state governors and their deputies to make public details of their assets, specifically property and income, contained in their asset declaration forms submitted to the Code of Conduct Bureau CCB since assuming office. A clash has ensued between the youth suspected to be supporters of the All Progressives Congress and the People's Democratic Party 6 days to the governorship election in Ondo State. Following the clash, residents of Obanla, Oba Adesida Road, Arakale, and Ojaoba areas of Akure, the Ondo State capital, were thrown into confusion. Residents of the area and passers-by were said to have scampered to safety while the vehicular movement was halted during the clash. The Public Relations Officer of Ondo State Police Command, Tele Kuru, who confirmed the incident, attributed it to a fracas between some rival political thugs in Akure, in which many people were said to have been injured. The police spokesman, however, said there was no death recorded during the incident. The All Progressives Congress has faulted the criticisms of the deregulation of the downstream of the oil sector of the economy by the People's Democratic Party. The APC said the opposition lacks the moral right to query the administration. Deputy National Publicity Secretary of the APC, Yakini Nabena, in a statement, rubbished the PDP attacks on the removal of fuel subsidy and total deregulation of the downstream of the oil sector. The statement noted that under its watch, the main source of revenue has been transparently managed, unlike what it said happened in the 16-year rule of the opposition. According to the APC, the sector in the last 16 years was characterized and shrouded in unprecedented fraud and corruption to the detriment of the nation's economy with reckless abandonment. The party described as a morbid joke the attack on President Buhari's attempt to justify the increase of fuel price in the country by comparing it to the 168 naira per litre cost in Saudi Arabia, while the PDP spokesman Kolo Ologbondian. APC noted that Ologbondian displayed a lack of understanding when he compared the minimum wage of Saudi Arabia and Egypt to buttress his point, forgetting that Saudi Arabia pumps 12 million barrels of crude oil a day as against Nigeria's 1.8 million, even with a much higher population. Former Rivers State Commissioner for Health, Samson Parker, has defected to the People's Democratic Party. Parker was the commissioner on the health commissioner on the former Governor Chibuike Amechi between 2007 and 2015. Announcing his defection, the former commissioner said he was filled with emotion following the attendance of Governor Nyesom Wike to his defection ceremony. He commended the governor for showing immense love for Okrika people.
Of a man, when he is called by man and God to make decisions that are right but may not be popular, Those are the pivotal times in the life of such an individual, when he must look deep into the recesses of his heart. He must consider that the judgment of posterity will be the impact on his family, community, and friends. Yes, when we get to those crossroads of history, we emphasize self, but rather pray that history and generations unborn will be kind and understanding when they pass judgment. Your Excellency, brothers and sisters, this is no such a time. Today is not as a picture. Like a man who has been on a long journey in a faraway land, looks forward to coming home. So it is with me. This is homecoming from a long journey into the land of experience.
On his part, Governor Wike said he's happy that Parker has finally returned to the PDP.
When I was living then, in 2012, I told Dr. Samson Parker that things are not moving well. I'm going. He said, no, that there's a need for all of us to continue to remain. I said, look, maybe you cannot see very well. God has given me that side that I can see well. And so I will leave. And I left. I'm happy. My friend and my brother have realized what I told him then. That if it is not Panadol, it is not Panadol. My dear country people, my dear African people, my Dr. Sakibo said, nobody should bother about the ranting. When you are not trained well, you can insult even your traditional ruler. You can insult even your father. You can insult even your mother. If not, nobody that is sane will insult a traditional ruler. But you know, very soon, they will show their nakedness outside.
River State Governor Nyesom Wike has said the construction of Rumo Dogo Road in Emoha local government area will commence this month. Governor Wike made the announcement during an inspection of the 19-kilometer road. The governor, who was elated that political leaders, chiefs, women and youths came out in their numbers to welcome him, stated that construction of the road, which traverses Rumo Dogo 1 and 2 communities from the east-west road to Rumo Awo community, is part of government's deliberate effort to give back to the people of the area for their support. Governor Wike also said the road will open up the communities with their neighbors and also promote economic development.
I was told that this road has never been constructed, that this road is in dire need to be put to use. I told them to go, that I'll come and inspect the road, but I didn't know that they will go and invite all of you to come. But be it as it may, this road, will start work on this road. Because the people of this area, they have given us support enough. So it is our own time to pay you back. So go home and sleep. That today, our own is not to make promise. I didn't come here for you to read the address, no. The day you read the address, the day we complete this road. So I just came here to let you know that I'm satisfied that our people need this road to open up this place so you can meet with other people.
You're listening to the World News on Today 95.1 FM, Voice of the People. After the break, we'll be back with more news. Stay with us.
Every day, every hour, when the big stories break, depend on our 24-hour news team to bring you the latest. Today, 95.1 FM.
Welcome back. You're still listening to Today 95.1 FM. It's World News. It's 12 minutes past 7. Rivers State government says it is collaborating with the National Mining Association of Nigeria to exploit other aspects of natural resources that are found in the state. The Commissioner for Energy and Natural Resources, Dr. Peter Midi, made the disclosure in an interview with our correspondent, Chinedu Iwuna. Midi said the geological study is expected to be conducted in order to expose those other natural resources that are available in the state.
Are familiar with what we are doing in the energy sector. But in the natural resources sector, people don't seem to understand that we have a lot that we are doing. So the natural resources sector is all about those other natural resources that are bound in River State outside gas and petroleum. There are a lot of natural resources that are endowed by River State, and we are so blessed to have them. And these natural resources, for example, clay, silica, bitumen, marble, all of them are there in River State. Even the bamboo is a serious natural resources in River State. People are basically more aware of the sand and the gravel that is also there, but all these natural resources abound in River State. So what we are trying to do as a ministry, we are presently collaborating with the Mining Association of Nigeria to see how we can do a geological survey to be able to expose the natural resources that are available in River State in terms of where they are, the quantity, the type, and the quality.
The commissioner also urged that Miners Association involve investors in the geological survey. And now to the foreign scene. United States President Donald Trump says he's doing well, but that the next few days will be his real test. Trump posted a video on Twitter ahead of a second night in a hospital where he's being treated for COVID-19. The president's physician had said Trump had made substantial progress, but was not out of the woods yet. A number of people around the president have tested positive, including First Lady Melania Trump. Many of them attended a crowded White House event last week on the nomination of Amy Coney Barrett as a Supreme Court judge. The South Pacific territory of New Caledonia has chosen to remain French, narrowly rejecting independence in a tightly fought referendum marked by a high turnout. The vote rejecting a breakaway from France after almost 170 years came in at 53.26%, according to final results, down from 56.7% in a referendum 2 years ago. French President Emmanuel Macron, who had previously said that France will be less beautiful without New Caledonia, said he was grateful to the archipelago's voters. Macron also noted that he felt humility at the outcome, which showed a clear progression of the pro-independence vote compared with the independence referendum in 2018. The referendum was part of a carefully negotiated decolonization plan agreed in 1998, which ended a deadly conflict between the mostly pro-independence indigenous Kanak population and the descendants of European settlers. And now to sports. Manchester United are in advanced discussions with Porto about signing Brazil fullback Alex Telles. United has been struggling to agree a deal for the 27-year-old, but it is now understood that there has been a breakthrough in negotiations that will allow the transfer to be concluded by Monday night's deadline. United manager Ole Gunnar Solskjaer wants to strengthen his options on the left and feels Telles will be a useful addition. Porto wants £18 million for a player who has 1 year left on his contract and could be signed without a fee on a pre-contract in January. Telles, who has one cap for Brazil, has scored 21 goals in 127 games for Porto. And now to end the news, here is a summary of the major stories. Inspector General of Police Mohammed Adamu has banned FSAS and other tactical squads of the police from conducting routine patrols and mounting checkpoints. SERAP has reiterated its call for President Muhammadu Buhari and his Vice President, Yemi Osinbajo, to publish their assets declaration forms. We told you that the Rivers State government says it is partnering with the National Association of Miners for the exploitation of other natural resources in the state. And on the foreign scene, New Caledonia has voted to remain in France after a tightly fought referendum. And that was the news, is edited by Chinedu Iwuna. For comments and inquiries, please call 08153418657 or 08144343502. Or send your emails to news@todayfmlive.com. You can also read our stories on www.todayfmlive.com. Do not forget, you must take responsibility. Wash your hands as frequently as possible with soap, or you use an alcohol-based hand sanitizer. Wash your hands under running water. Avoid touching your face in high-contact surfaces to prevent the spread of coronavirus. Do have a great morning. I am Annie Abdul Salam.
Today's entertainment, today's sports, today's issues, today on Today95.1 FM, Port Harcourt.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please?
This president's failed.
It's about the future of this country.
We're going to take it back. We're going to take it back.
You asked us to vote you into that position so you can bring about that
solution.
So when you vote me, then you sleep.
Let me see if I can take another phone call. Hello, Today95.1 FM. Good morning.
What makes a policeman to be able to feed is the gun he's holding. They use their gun to extort money from people.
Good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from?
No longer news that we are truly the voice of the people.
Am I not a slave in Nigeria?
I refuse if you say you're
let's not get to that now. So the Nigerian constitution. Frog is philosophizing.
You spot the difference now?
.1 FM, voice of the people.
And we're back.
This is Today 95.1 FM. To copy this tune, press 9.
This is Today 95.1 FM.
News and information, press 5.
They are politicians, all of them. They know what they do.
So they know how they attack each other.
To stay connected all day, press 1.
The person who raised the name is the one who made the public know about it.
Good afternoon and welcome to the World News on your Premium Talk Radio station.
We are your premium talk radio station. Today 95.1 FM, the station with a unique dial.
Radio has never been this good. Today, 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt.
Government special announcement. Disasters resulting from unsafe practices in the oil and gas industry, especially gas and pipeline explosions, seem inevitable nowadays. But obeying and applying safety standards, it can be preventable. This is why His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Rivers State, Chief Barrister Nyesom Ezenwa-Wike, for his love and overwhelming interest in the protection of life and property of Rivers people, has set up a gas safety compliance task force to arrest and prosecute all those operating illegal gas plants, those decanting gas in shops and public places, and those selling substandard cylinders, as well as those operating against standard DPR guidelines to avert looming danger of gas explosion. You are therefore advised to stop all unsafe and illegal gas businesses as the River State Government LPG Monitoring Committee Elias Task Force, supervised by the Ministry of Energy and Natural Resources, in collaboration with the DPR, will be monitoring all gas facilities regularly to ensure high-level compliance to safety procedures in the gas sector in River State.
If you have any information on illegal plants, call these numbers 0906 846 3211 or 0802-276-2104.
This message is brought to you by Sir Dr. Peter Mayday, Honorable Commissioner, Ministry of Energy and Natural Resources, River State.
This is Today 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt, voice of the people.
Ooh, yeah. Very, very many happy returns.
We, the members of the Query Youths Movement IYM El Morga Media Team, heartily felicitate with our father, leader, a philanthropist and chairman of IYM in Emorga, Sir Lucky Ugochukwu Wolu KSC, on the occasion of your birthday. 5th of every October is a remarkable day in your life. Sir, as you begin yet another glorious year, we pray God to protect you and members of your family. No evil formed against you shall prosper, and may your new age bring more of God's blessings, favor, and greatness to you. We love and celebrate you, sir. We wish you long life and prosperity. Happy birthday, our mentor. Hooray!
Ooh, yeah. Very, very many happy returns.
I'm T-Range calling from Imo State.
My name is White, calling from Bayelsa.
Hello, yes, this is Udwa calling from Akwa Ibom.
My name is John, calling from Bayelsa.
Shamaka calling from Abia.
This is Toya calling from Bayelsa. I'm Divine, calling from Port Harcourt.
With over 8 million listeners glued to this dial, why not take advantage
and showcase your product
and services to the world with rates that wouldn't break your bank?
Visit us at number 1 Today FM Drive off East West Road, Rumekini, Port Harcourt.
Give us a call today on
0803 35 57 986 or 0810 128 2937.
We are your number 1 talk radio station. Today, 95.1 FM, voice of the people.
I am a proud Nigerian. I have been placed here by God for a time such as this.
Pack my bags, I ain't coming back.
The degradation, challenges, and problems faced by Nigeria are the perfect backdrop for me to develop and utilize my God-given potential.
I will not complain. I will not criticize. Rather, I will use my skills, gifts, relationships,
and experience to find long-lasting and revolutionary solutions to the many challenges confronting Nigeria.
Nigeria will rise again.
Because I am here, I will leave this nation
a better place than I met it. I will work to make Nigeria a praise on the earth.
I will work to make Nigeria a praise on the earth. So help me God.
Let me tell you how I got this far.
This message is brought to you by Today 95.1 FM, Voice of the People.
Live from the Garden City of Port Harcourt, Nigeria. This is Today 95.1 FM.
Port Harcourt, are you ready? Today, 95.1 FM, the voice of the people.
It's that time on radio. Let's take you into the life and times of men and women who inspire, role models who have shaped the world.
Did you know that Alfred Spieth was the first governor of the Old River State? Did you also know that he was appointed at the age of 24? Alfred Spieth was born on 30th July 1942 at Nembe, an Ijo tribe in the present-day Bayelsa State. His father and mother were initially primary school teachers before becoming employed as civil servants. His father was a distinguished postmaster before taking up the traditional chieftaincy stool of Omangi. Alfred started his primary school education in 1947 at Government School Boe, Cameroon. As part of requirement, Spieth needed to put his hand across his head to touch his ear to be properly registered for the infant class in 1948. He was later admitted to St. Joseph Secondary School, Sase, also in Cameroon. After schooling in Cameroon, he took a job with the Meteorological Department of the then Ministry of Transport, Lagos State. He later joined the Merchant Navy in 1961, and his brilliant performance gave him the opportunity to be trained at Britannia Royal Naval College, Dortmund, England in 1962. He was given the command of his first ship soon after his return to Nigeria in 1965. The political commotions in Nigeria led to the 1966 coup and counter-coup and the appointment of the 24-year-old Alfred Spieth as the military governor of Rivers State on May 27, 1967 by the then head of state, Colonel Yakubu Gowon. Alfred Spieth was also a member of the Supreme Military Council. Although unmarried at the time he was appointed governor, while serving as a military governor, he got married to Ethel and Victoria at different times, and after leaving Government House, he also got married to evangelist barrister Dr. Josephine Spieth. Spieth was recorded to have planned and executed many development programs and projects in the Old River State. In 1973, a correspondent of the Nigerian Observer, Mineria Makri, wrote an article about an impending teacher strike, which was published on Spieth's birthday. Taking this as a deliberate insult, Spieth's aide, Ralph Iwuwari, had the reporter's head publicly shaved and had him beaten with 24 lashes of cane. On July 29, 1975, the Murtala Mohammed coup overthrew Gowon's administration, and Spieth was stripped of the rank he worked so hard to earn and was asked to forfeit a total of 18 properties located in the government reserve area, Transamadi, Berokori Layout, Recreation Layout, and Ogunabali, all in Port Harcourt. All his protestation fell on deaf ears as he was unavoidably retired into penury. He reigns today as His Majesty Alfred Spieth, the Amanyanabo of Tuan Brass in Bayelsa State, a throne he ascended since 1996.
Personality profile. Now you know.
Port Harcourt, are you ready? Today, 95.1 FM, the voice of the people. This is Today 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt, voice of the people.
Let's talk football. Let's talk football.
What a devastating strike!
Football is a leisure game.
Sports is actually my job.
Football is boring.
That's not true. It's way more important than that.
What a wonderful goal! Fantastic strike!
As far as I'm concerned, sports is all about passion.
Sports Attack, weekdays 7:30 a.m. and today's Sports Live 3 p.m. Weekends 1 p.m. to 6 p.m.
For all you need to know in the world of sports, leave the dial on Today 95.1 FM.
For the latest and trending sports stories, always listen to Sports Attack on Today 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt. My name is Adekuri Odwayo, Nigerian first ever world silver medalist in wrestling.
A very good morning to you all out there. Welcome to yet another exciting and loaded edition of Sports Attack on your premium news talk and sports radio station. Today, 95.1 FM right here in the Garden City of Port Harcourt. It's Monday, the 5th day of October 2020. To God be the glory. Emeka Jena is my name, your Dogu One of Sports. And of course, I've got the reliable radio spokesman, the classical gentleman, the one and only reliable Reliance Odonyen, Daberechi, the man with the longest name on radio, right here in the building. Good morning and welcome to the show's Reliance. Take it away.
Rebecca, how did you do that? All the affiliations in one sentence. You deserve a gold medal for that. It's great to be here, Emeka. What a wonderful weekend we had in the world of sport, Emeka. Drama for Leicester City, Manchester United, Manchester City,
goals
and
Liverpool.
Plenty.
I never expected it.
League, honestly speaking, you go to Germany. Seems the struggle days are beginning to start for the German Bundesliga champions Bayern Munich, and Spanish La Liga. The struggle continues for Barcelona.
No,
anyways,
the struggle just started for Barcelona.
Okay, the struggle just started.
They only
right?
considered for the first time this season yesterday.
It's okay. Let's see how it goes. It's great to be here.
All that packed on the show this morning. We have stories from tennis. We also have from athletics and, of course, basketball, where the Miami Heat have kept their hopes of winning the NBA title alive with a win against the Los Angeles Lakers. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back to unfold the juicy details after this timeout.
Hi everyone, my name is Ese Brume, Commonwealth and African long jump champion. You're listening to Sports Attack on Today 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt. Don't touch that dial.
All right, let's get the show started this morning from the world of athletics, where world record holder Eliud Kipchoge was beaten in the London Marathon as Shura Kitata won a thrilling sprint finish to claim an unexpected victory. Four-time winner Kipchoge was the favorite but fell behind with 2 laps to go and finished 8th. Ethiopian Kitata pushed ahead of Kenya's Vincent Kipchumba on the home straight to finish in 2 hours, 5 minutes and 41 seconds. In the women's event, Brigade Kipchoge, who holds the women's record, or that's Brigade Kipchoge, I should say, who holds the women's world record, defended her title successfully. And of course, I will go to tennis this morning. We are top seed. Simona Halep is out of the French Open after losing to Iga Swiatek in the 4th round in just 68 minutes. The Romanian heavy favorite to claim a second Roland Garros title was stunned 6-1, 6-2 by the Polish teenager. World number 54 Swiatek out-hit and outmaneuvered the 2018 champion to reach a Grand Slam quarterfinal for the first time in her career. She will play Italian qualifier Martina Trevisan, who knocked out Dutch fifth seed Kiki Bertens 6-4, 6-4. Ukraine's Elena Svitolina, the highest remaining seed at 3, overcame France's Caroline Garcia 6-1, 6-3. And of course, she will face Argentina's world number 131, Nadia Podoroska, who defeated Barbara Krishkova 2-6, 6-2, 6-3. And of course, Svitolina expressed her thoughts on being the only, the top seed remaining in the tournament after her victory yesterday. Let's hear from her.
Of course, if I would be the highest seed, I would have advantage, but I don't have any advantage, to be fair, right now. It's your advantage is only that you're going on the court and you have to bring the best game, what you have. As I said before, the girls, they deserve to be there. They beat those higher ranked players, and they are there for a reason. So for me, I don't look much further than my next round, and it's very important to not focus on other people. I have my own way, and that's what I'm trying to do.
Elena right there speaking. After her victory against Caroline Garcia. Let's talk about the men's because the 12th-time French Open champion Rafael Nadal raced into the quarterfinals with a straight-set victory over American qualifier Sebastian Corda. Spanish second seed Nadal, chasing a fourth successive title at Roland Garros, took the match 6-1, 6-1, 6-2 for the loss of just 4 games.
My goal is just to be every day at my 100% and give me a chance to produce the best result possible. I am in quarterfinals, very happy for that. I cannot say that being quarterfinals, I feel less pressure now because I am in quarterfinals. I feel probably exactly the same. I'm just focused on what I am doing, on trying to play better every single day. Quarterfinals without losing a set and having very positive scores. So I can't complain at all. So happy for that.
Reliance, what do you make of Nadal's English? Is it the same English we speak here too? Or is he speaking a different English? It's all right. Nadal will next face Yannick Sinner after the Italian beat Alex Zverev in 4 sets. The 19-year-old ranked 75 in the world, put in a superb performance to beat the U.S. Open finalist 6-3, 6-3, 4-6, 6-3. Third seed Dominic Thiem labored past award number 239 Hugo Gaston 6-4, 6-4, 5-7, 3-6, 6-3 in the French Open 4th round. He will face Diego Schwartzman in the quarterfinals at Roland Garros after Schwartzman defeated Lorenzo Sonego 6-1, 6-3, 6-4. It's heating up. The guys are through to the quarterfinals. Same for the girls as well. What do you make of the impressive performance of Nadal? Is he on course to retain his title?
Expected, Emeka, and of course on course to retain his title the way he's playing. And the aggression is also showing on court. It doesn't look like a man that was knocked out in the later stages of the Italian Open just a week before the resumption of the French Open. On clay court, you always expect Nadal to be the man to beat, and right now he's not slowing down any time. I'm seeing him progressing all the way to the finals.
Just like Djokovic is yet to drop a set too. But let's talk about the ladies. Heavy upset already. The Romanian Simona Halep is out, beaten by Iga Swiatek. Did you see that one coming?
Well, I always see many things coming from the women's aspect of tennis.
Yeah, inconsistencies overwhelming.
That's just the truth about it. I always see many things coming, but the surprise for me, well, not necessarily a big surprise, would be Elena Vitolina defeating Caroline Garcia. Owing to their past record, she has had more victory now, Garcia, over Elena Vitolina each time they go on court. But this time, the form of Elena Vitolina, see her get one past Caroline Garcia. Emeka, as we speak right now, there are only 4 seeds players, in the women's tennis after Simona Halep was evicted from the tournament. Sofia Kenin, Ons Jabeur of Tunisia. You talk about Elena Vitolina herself, and then Petra Kvitova. That's to tell you how inconsistent the women's aspect of things could be. But it's a clear, I think at this point, barring any further surprises, it's going to be clear for Elena Vitolina to eventually seal this one.
You think she will win this one?
Yeah.
All right. We'll wait and see. Let's go to basketball, where Jimmy Butler starred as the injury hit Miami Heat took Game 3 of the NBA Finals against the Los Angeles Lakers, 115 to 104 points. Impressive, therefore, the Miami Heat. Butler's triple-double of 40 points, 13 assists, and 11 rebounds helped lead the Heat to victory, and they now trail 2-1 in the best-of-7 series there. Did you see them completing the comeback?
I don't think. Jimmy Butler has already played 2 consecutive matches in 41 minutes, Emeka. That's not the form that's not the load you need to push a team up to the finals, or up to the finishing the finals as the winner. So with Goran Dragic out, Bam Adebayo out, he has a whole lot to do. But I think
he did just that as of this morning.
Yeah, that's it. True. He became the third player in the NBA playoff finals to record 40-point triple-double. LeBron James did that in 2015. Jerry West did that for the Lakers as well, far back in 1969. But Emeka, just like I mentioned, these things have a way of weighing you down later on. You can push the team.
But any chance of Bam Adebayo returning for Game 4?
It's still a doubt, still a serious doubt at the moment. He had neck and foot injury also. Still a serious doubt. Unless he makes a return, Emeka, Bam Adebayo makes a return, and then we could think of maybe pushing this game to Game 7. They've just taken Game 1, ensuring that they don't go under the struggle of having to become the first team in the NBA playoff history to come from a 3-0 down, which no team has done that. So with Bam out and Dragic out, there was only one thing for Jimmy Butler to do, which is to repeat the 40-point stuff, which he did at some point in the beginning series of the playoff. So Emeka,
your money is still on Los Angeles Lakers to claim the title, right?
It's still on the Lakers. He can only push it as far as he can.
All right, let's leave other sports and shift our attention to football. And of course, that will be right after this timeout. Okay, we start from the MPFL, and it has to do with the Super Eagles, because we understand the Super Eagles media officer, Toyin Ibito, has said that the best player in the Nigeria Professional Football League, MPFL, must stay put and be consistent in the league for more than 3 seasons to break into the Super Eagles. Ibito, while explaining that failure to tie down the best player in the league is a major reason why it is difficult to invite MPFL players to the Nigeria senior national team. Of course, that's what he said. That was the reason why they don't usually invite these boys, because they don't stay long in the league. I will quote him. He says, "We have to tell ourselves the truth. Our players in the MPFL or the best player in the league hardly spend 2 or 3 seasons before they travel. So look back from 7 years ago when you are in the best player in the MPFL. When you are in the best player in the MPFL, then the next season you are out." That's what Ibito said. How true or untrue is he?
He's spot on when he said that the best players in the league don't stay longer. But would that be the reason why they don't get called up? I don't think so. Why? The question that needs to be asked at this point is, why do they leave in a short while? Why do they blossom in just 1 season, and before you know it, they are snapped off by greener pastures? That is the thing. We don't have a structure and a system, that is running the MPFL that seeks to protect the welfare of this player. So they will definitely have to go out. If Ibitonyo was in the shoes of this place, I'm sure he will also seek a move out of the league. So until we set our perimeters right and have a structure and a system,
so it's a question of trying to restructure the league and make it more viable for both the players and officials.
We'll have them stay, but that doesn't mean that the manager of the Super Eagles may not still look inward and trying to see talent he can groom for the Super Eagles.
And the next day after doing so, the same player who was playing for Akwa United is off to Al Hilal of Sudan.
That is Alassane Ibrahim. That should be. And in the end, the manager will still be blamed. Nobody wants to reason that that's good because you're gonna run now. Nobody wants to reason that this is someone he has invited to the team, and right now he's playing outside. He invited him when he was a player in the MPFL.
All right, moving on. The Nigerian under-17 national team handler, the one we call Fatai Amo, has described as tough the line of tournaments ahead of his Golden Eagles team. The Golden Eagles are due to feature in the zonal under-17 AFCON in Benin Republic later this month with under-17 World Cup qualification ticket on site. The former under-23 assistant coach, however, believes the NFF's youth system will be instrumental in setting up his team for the tournament. Let's hear from Fatai Amo.
It's very, very tough when you look at the time frame. The exigency of time not favorable to us in terms of how many weeks. Well, thank God the FA has continuity program. Because now we have under 13, under 15, and of course the under 15 boys have played together. They were even, I think, last they're about in Japan, and they will not remain at 15. We're going to tap on that. And
all right, Amo in a radio interview also expressed his target for the team.
The target is very straightforward and simple. You have to qualify, that is in a group, find yourself to play in the African, Nations Cup for the under 17.
Yeah.
And then again, play there, you have to play among the 3 or 4 teams who eventually represent Africa in the
World Cup.
Yeah. And because in the World Cup now, that's another kettle of fish, because Nigeria have seen the under 17 as our own state, that when you go there. So if we win the cup, we have not done anything something extraordinary. So the target has been set by way of what the predecessors have done well. If I'm not mistaken.
Fatai Amo, the new Golden Eagles coach, speaking about his target for the team. Amo has handled some of the country's top clubs, including Shooting Stars, Sunshine Stars, and now defunct Julius Berger. Moving on, Napoli striker Victor Osimhen has been ruled out of the Super Eagles friendly games against Algeria and Tunisia on 9th October and 13th respectively in Austria following COVID-19 restrictions put in place by his Italian club Napoli. Now, the Nigeria Football Federation announced this on Sunday via its Twitter handle. In replacement of the 21-year-old Osimhen, NFF said Paul Onuachu has been invited. According to NFF on Twitter, they say Victor Osimhen 9 has been excused from the Super Eagles games against Algeria and Tunisia. His replacement is Paul Onuachu. Hashtag Team Niger Strong. Hashtag Super Eagles. It tweeted. A blow for the Super Eagles against Algeria and Tunisia?
Emeka, no. Not
no
a
blow.
Not a blow.
It's just a friendly match.
Yeah, just a friendly match.
But
and
FIFA rankings are at stake.
Paul Onuachu. Yeah, FIFA rankings are at stake, but come on. This man should be able to deliver because on the opposite side of things, the likes of Tunisia and Algeria will not also be having a full complement
of their squad. Okay, so not much to worry.
Certainly.
All right, let's go to the English Premier League, where Tottenham Hotspur manager Jose Mourinho has hailed his side's impressive and record-breaking victory after they beat Manchester United 6-1 at Old Trafford yesterday. The match got off to an electric start after Davinson Sanchez considered a penalty within the first 2 minutes. Bruno Fernandes put the Red Devils ahead, but Spurs soon began to dominate the game. Tanguy Ndombele equalized just minutes later before a brilliant goal from Heung-min Son put Spurs ahead. The away side consolidated their lead with goals from Son and the captain Harry Kane. They went into the break 4-1 up. Now Sergio Aurier grabbed their feet after an assist from new signing Pierre-Emile Højbjerg to put an end to all thoughts of a potential comeback. Paul Pogba was clumsy and in his own box and brought down Ben Davies to give the opposition a penalty kick. Kane scored his second to go of the game to take the tally to 6 in the encounter. After the match, Mourinho had this to say.
We prepare ourselves very well. Tactically, I think also psychologically, the team was ready. So ready that a penalty on the first minute and be losing immediately 1-0 after 1 minute didn't affect the team at all. And I can imagine that some people can say we play against 10 men for a long time, which is obviously true. But for me, it's also true that 11 against 11, we were playing extremely well. We were creating them huge problems. We were winning 2-1, and they couldn't find solutions to control us. So I think it was.
All right, that was Mourinho speaking after yesterday's impressive win against Manchester United right there at Old Trafford. 6-1, it ended in favor of Spurs. On Saturday, Chelsea humiliated Crystal Palace 4-0. Everton continued an impressive run, 100%, as it were. 4-2, they won against Brighton and Hove Albion. Leeds United played at a 1-1 draw with Manchester City, while Newcastle United beat Burnley 3-1 yesterday. Surprise results. Leicester City were hammered 3-0 at home by West Ham United, the Hammers. And of course, Southampton beat West Bromwich Albion 2-0. Arsenal 2-1 winners over Sheffield United, while Wolverhampton Wanderers pipped Fulham by 1-0. Manchester United, we are dealt a very big blow by Spurs, who won 6-1. And wait for this, Aston Villa. How do we describe this one? Words are inadequate, actually, to describe this one. Aston Villa. In fact, they beat Liverpool 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. My God, the champions. Amazing. Wonder shall never end. 7-2. Aston Villa won against Liverpool yesterday. With Oli Watkins scoring is a perfect hat trick. Sure. With the left leg, the right leg, and with the head. Amazing.
And Barkley also getting a debut goal for his new team, which is of course on loan.
Yeah, from Chelsea.
From Chelsea, yeah.
7-2. I mean, how do you describe those two heavy defeats for the Giants of?
On the form, I think they are just riding on that form, at least so far for the last 5 matches, taking out that controversial draw against Newcastle United. So on that part, I can understand. But for Liverpool, I mean, it's just one man that you miss. Sadio Mane and the team.
And it wasn't as if who barely escaped relegation last season. Well, let's move on. Go to Spain. We are reigning champions. Real Madrid continued their unbeaten start in La Liga's goals from Vinicius Junior and Karim Benzema saw off Levante 2-0. Brazilian international Vinicius scored in consecutive La Liga games for the first time as he called in a delightful finish following Luka Modric's corner. Benzema then scored his first goal of the season in injury time with a powerful strike on the counter. After this 3 straight league wins, Real moved to top of the table. And looking at the results of matches played elsewhere in La Liga, Real Valladolid, Biba, Atletico Madrid played at a goalless draw with Villarreal, while Elche equally drew goalless with Huesca. Or elsewhere, Real Sociedad trashed Getafe 3-0. Real Betis won 2-0 away from home against Valencia. Surprise result there, you want to say. And on Sunday, that was yesterday, Osasuna beat Celta Vigo 2-0. Deportivo Alaves pipped Athletic Bilbao by a lone goal. Real Madrid won 2-0 at Levante, while Cadiz drew 1-1 with Granada. Elsewhere, Barcelona could only manage a 1-0 draw at home against Sevilla. And of course, in Germany, Erling Braut Haaland scored twice as Borussia Dortmund trashed Freiburg 4-0 in the Bundesliga in front of 11,500 fans. These guys have a way of setting the pace. 11,500 fans watched that match over the weekend. And elsewhere, the champions, the Bayern Munich, won 4-3 against Hertha Berlin, with all 4 goals coming from that man, Lewandowski.
That's the right way to describe him.
All right, looking at all the results of matches played in Bundesliga over the weekend, Dortmund, we told you, beat Freiburg 4-0. Eintracht Frankfurt pipped Hoffenheim 2-1. FC Cologne, we are beaten at home 3-1 by Borussia Mönchengladbach. Elsewhere, it ended Stuttgart 1, Bayer Leverkusen 1. And Werder Bremen pipped Arminia Bielefeld 1-0. RB Leipzig 4-0 winners over Schalke 04. Yeah, true to their name, they considered 4 this time. And on Sunday, Wolfsburg drew goalless with Augsburg, and Bayern did beat Hertha Berlin 4-3. I told you about Lewandowski scoring all 4 goals in that encounter. And in the Serie A, wasn't much to report there. The big game that was supposed to hold didn't take place because of coronavirus. Juventus were supposed to play Napoli, but that one was abandoned because of COVID-19, positive test from the Napoli team and what have you. And of course, elsewhere, Atalanta did humiliate Cagliari 5-2. They scored a lot of goals, no doubt. Benevento did beat Bologna by 1-0. It ended 1-1 between Lazio and Inter Milan, while Parma pipped Hellas Verona by a lone goal. AC Milan thrashed Spezia 3-0. Earlier on Saturday, Sassuolo defeated Crotone 4-1. And of course, Udinese, we are beaten at home by Roma, who won by 1-0. The fixture involving Genoa and Torino did not hold due to COVID-19 no issue again. And finally, we go to the Ligue 1 out there in France, where Neymar scored twice as Paris Saint-Germain trashed Angers 6-1 to move within a point of Ligue 1 leaders Rennes. Now, the Brazil forward struck either side of halftime for the 3-time defending champions after Alessandro Florenzi had given them an early lead. Ismail Traore replied for the visitors before Julian Draxler made it 4-1. Impressive win there for the PSG, you want to say, 6-1 against Angers. And of course, on Saturday, Lens defeated Saint-Etienne 2-0. Nice 2-1 winners over Nantes. And on Sunday, yesterday, Montpellier were beaten at home by Nîmes 1-0. It ended. Bordeaux 3-0 winners over Dijon. Brest defeated Monaco by a lone goal. Metz 3-1 winners over Lorient. And of course, Strasbourg were handed a 3-0 defeat at home by Lille, Victor Siemens' former club. And Rennes played at a 2-2 draw with Reims, with Lyon battling it out 1-1 with the Marseille. Quickly, we go to the transfer market. Reliance. We understand that Diego Dalot has moved to AC Milan on loan from Manchester United till the end of the season, right?
Yeah, that's what it is. Surplus requirements maybe, and he has to seek for another new club to have playing time. And AC Milan, I think, is just the right club for him.
And of course, United are expected to be busy today at least. Edinson Cavani is already in England undergoing medicals, and he could be signing for United. Are they still hopeful of getting the Borussia Dortmund man?
Jadon Sancho, Emeka, I don't think. Although he was sidelined in that particular match that
they won for
was it 4-0 where Erling Braut Haaland scored a brace there. But I don't think they are going to be getting the man this season. Today is transfer deadline day, and we understand that Alex Telles, the fullback from Benfica, is also. From Porto, I beg your pardon, is also online to be signed for Manchester United. Well, I'm not going to be surprised if
they need such reinforcements, especially after
at the back.
Yes,
right? Yes, they do need they do need it, Emeka. I don't want to go over what happened to Harry Maguire last night, but I think they need reinforcements at the defense.
All right, that's the start of the package put together by the reliable radio spokesman, the one and only classical gentleman, reliable Reliance Udoinyen Daberechi, the man with the longest name on radio. Emeka Dena is my name. We're back at 3 p.m. for today's Sports Live, when you even have a chance to have your say as far as what happened over the weekend in the ever exciting world of sports is concerned. Until then, do have yourselves a wonderful day out there.